I'm not in my bra. I'm in my bathing suit. Sorry. That's okay. I heard
Get comfortable. That's fine.
I realized what time it was, and I thought, oh my gosh, I got to get on here. Okay, so we are good to go. Welcome to Success Meetup, and we are going to be talking about thoughts on the Gold Masterminds and the takeaways that we've had so far. For me, I am loving it. It's been huge for me. At first, I was a little stuck in that negative mindset because my team is so small. I'm down to 2 active level 1s. So at first I was like, I don't even, like, how can I apply this to me? But oh my goodness, I see so much potential, and it's amazing to get started in this now. So it's been great for me. It's instilling confidence the more I practice it. Instead of just watching, you definitely have to act and put these scripts into your day-to-day work. So it's been huge for me, and I love it. It's definitely building a really great system for future ambassadors who are looking for the business, and I think even those who are not looking for the business. I think that this is definitely going to set everyone else up for success with their products. So if you girls have anything to share on your thoughts on this Gold Masterminds, I'd love to hear it.
So one of the things I'm thinking is I can relate to team dwindling. Mine has not I think I've got 13 pretty active, but none of them are interested in sharing, business building, anything like that. But what I'm loving is, rather than looking at what I don't have, being grateful for the time I have to get it together. So as I am building again, it's going to be way more effective. You know, I think I was one of those ones where I think for so much of the time, there is like this massive emphasis on joining, you know, getting people to sign up, If we don't have a system in place to retain those people, we're just going to be going in circles all the time. So I think being able to kind of get the scripts, get the verbiage, at least some core ones that you know how to tweak for when you're talking with different people, that is going to be simple. And then as we engage with new people, we're showing them how simple it is, and then it's much less intimidating for them. So I love the concept of being able to rebuild, actually, rather than mourning loss. You know, really being able to get excited about rebuilding and giving new people, you know, a chance to grow more effectively, and so that their journey will also be more successful.
I love that. Something that you had said, oh, now I just lost it. I was going to be like, yes, that's what I've been thinking. I think it has to do with the practicing. Once we practice it, you know, when we're talking to new people who are interested in the products, we kind of use that verbiage following up with our new ambassadors, those who I feel like when we set those expectations on, you know, what an ambassador account is, it's so much easier to figure out who you're talking to, if they're wanting the ambassador account or if they're just wanting to try the products. And for me, that has been huge. That's been game changing for me, because like I was in the mindset of enroll people. And what it really is, it's about them and what's best for them. Whatever's best for them is best for you, in my opinion. So
that's right.
That's been huge for me. I'm not in that mindset of like, okay, I need to reach this goal this month because I need to, you know, earn this rank or this bonus. It's not about that. It's focusing on what that person is needing. And it's really just bringing like a peace of mind with everything that it comes with sharing and building that community. So
Totally agree with that. And I still keep referring back to what Brooke said. I think it was in the first one where she was saying, if they're not ready to commit to a minimum of 90 days to 6 months, they're not ready to become an ambassador. And I think, so often we're looking at, get them the cheapest deal. And that is fantastic for them to be able to do that. But they still need to commit to the journey or they're not going to be successful.
Right. Anything that's worth having, anything that's going to add value to your life is going to cost something. And so you have to choose what's worth it. And if they're not willing to pay, in my opinion, small price, to me, it's not a big price for your health. This is our lives. This is what affects every aspect of our life. And so I agree with you. If they can't commit to that, then they're not ready. And it takes that weight off of you. It's a relief.
Yeah. It takes a sense of desperation off, I think, which is really important.
Yes. I see so many more people coming on here. This is exciting. You guys.
I know.
Just me and Amy. So this is
we
good.
became really good friends, but it's fantastic having other people join us.
Yes.
So Megan and Terry and Larry, are you guys all part of the Gold Mastermind? Do you know what we're talking about when we talk about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have any input?
Good. Yeah.
Anything that has been exciting for you? Any breakthroughs?
I think the one huge thing that I have loved is just being able to de-amplify the effect of looking in your back office. I think that I definitely related to that when they were, when you're like afraid to look, and you're like, I'm afraid to, I don't know if it's gonna stop. And I really liked the whole thing of, this is a business, take this, get in there, dig deep, figure things out. And I do like that part of it. What you guys were also talking about too, with the whole making sure that they have a commitment going on. I love that too, because then they show it shows how genuine you are. That says, you know what, if you're not ready to do this and commit to 3 to 6 months, then maybe it's not your time. And then it helps us not look so desperate and going, just go ahead and get on. You'll have 60-day money back guarantee, no big deal. Like, you can do this. But it shows that you really want them to succeed, and being able to say, you know what, how about you just wait until you're ready to give 3 to 6 months for you to really see. I know that I feel a difference now. I've been on it for a year, and I know I feel a difference now than I even did 3 months ago. So every day, every month is something special, where all of a sudden your body just gets better and better. And that's what you want for your people. And so anyhow, I love
that.
Genuineness.
Yes. I love that. It does. Amy, you have something to say?
No, I was going to say that I love that, because the bottom line is it is about them. Us sharing is about other people. We benefit in the end, but really where our heart has to be is in the sharing with other people and doing whatever we need to do to create the most success for them. And I love just listening to the second week that really focuses on follow-up. It's like, I was not good at that. It's like, get them started. Now what do I do? Because we had so much emphasis on that for so long. But it is, getting those, really honing in on what are they looking for. And I think a lot of times people don't even really know what they're looking for. And I think a lot of the follow-up and checking in with people and asking about different areas, how are you feeling, how are you sleeping, how's your digestion, how's your appetite, whatever their goals are. When you start tapping into them and you start asking them other questions, they'll go, oh yeah, that's right. This is actually going better. Because it took me I was like poster child for horrible die-off, taking forever for any positive thing to happen. But once it did, it was like, oh, wow, even that's better. And I hadn't even anticipated it. So to kind of pinpoint what they're aware of that they want change in, and then along that journey, as we check in, being able to identify other areas of change that they hadn't even anticipated, I think makes them even more excited about their joining, because then they start looking, okay, well, what else is going to get better? You know, what else might improve? And then you automatically start noticing those things in other people, which makes it a lot easier to say, hey, you know, I used to feel as horrible as you did. I'm feeling really great now. You know, and it makes it a whole lot easier just to talk about it without like building the business, you know, sharing the business. It's just a natural outpouring of how we share with people anyway.
Right.
I want to say hi to Megan. Hi, Megan.
Oh, is she frozen? I think she's frozen.
I messaged her a while back because I was so impressed with her feed, and so I've only done communication, text back and forth with messages with Megan. Hi, Megan. Is it unfree?
She can't hear you. She said that, she said, sorry for hopping in and out. I can't hear anything, trying to work it out. You all look lovely. XOXO.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
I was like, hey, hi.
You can hear.
I actually wanted to find her at convention, and I forgot to do it because I wanted to meet her in person because we were communicating through text for a period of time.
Aww.
Megan, do you know how to unmute yourself? If you look at the bottom of the screen, there should be a mute button, and you can click on it and unmute yourself.
Oh, I got you. There you go.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi. This is the first Zoom I've been able to hop on. I'm always in the wrong time zone.
Oh, really?
So
yeah, I figured that.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. I'll have to like watch the recording because I won't make you repeat all yourselves. But
no, I was saying hi to you because we only texted back and forth, so I don't know if you heard that, but I was like, oh, there's Megan. So
I know. But it's good to see all your beautiful faces. It was so fun at convention.
Oh, and I wanted to find you at convention. I was so sad that I didn't get a chance to say hi. So
well, hi.
Hi. Yeah.
So Megan, anything you want to share, add, since you've been muted much of the time? Have you heard what we were talking about?
I haven't heard a thing. So
Are
I have
you part of the Gold Mastermind class? Are you part of the Gold Mastermind?
Yes. So I just watched video 2 today. Am I behind?
No, we've just been kind of randomly chatting about different aspects of week 1 and 2, you know, what our thoughts have been, how it's been kind of affecting and impacting us and how we engage with people. So we're just kind of like tossing thoughts back and forth. We don't have a plan. We don't have a plan here.
Right. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So I've been taking some notes, and so my issue is that I'm in my closet door's open. that I'm in Italy, so I'm not able to text people because that is how some people prefer, and I do have some people that kind of ghost me, but then I realize they're not really ghosting me. It's just that they're never on Messenger. So that's been a hurdle for me. So I would love to text them. I'll have to look into phone plans and see if I can do that while I'm still there, if I can text the US. But that was a big take home for me. I was like, yeah, I'm going to swap over and ask them what the best way to communicate is.
Can you you could do Zooms with them, though, because you're on Zooms, right? You could Zoom with them.
I'm on Zoom. I'm on Zoom, but I never heard of Zoom until this. So does the rest of the world know about Zoom? I mean, was it just me?
I didn't until like Plexus in general. Then all of a sudden, the world of meetings and.
Well, the thing that is so cool is that it's super simple. It's free. And especially when you're a world away from people, you have that face-to-face, voice-to-voice connection, which is way better than messaging and texting.
Oh, totally. I do try to hop
you can just have them set up a free account.
Right. So I do try to hop on Messenger and just chat with them, especially when they're signing up, but even just to answer their questions whenever possible, so that we do have that kind of face-to-face catch-up kind of thing.
Do you do Marco Polo?
I never even heard of Marco Polo until they mentioned that in there.
I love Marco Polo.
Really?
It's
kind of this mini version. It's on your phone. It's just kind of a mini version where you can just talk one-on-one. It's like sitting and having coffee with someone.
And it's just an app. It's very popular.
Okay. I had never heard of it except for, playing in the pool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am not techie.
I'm not
but
either.
I liked Brooke's suggestion about asking about their lives and their habits and getting them to talk about like if there's stressful situations in their lives and helping them to realize that Plexus isn't going to fix that. And maybe their body is slow to respond or slow to improve because of the cortisol levels and all of that. Or eating habits or not enough sleep, all of that. I was like, oh, that's good, because a lot of people do want, we've been conditioned to pop a pill and feel better immediately. So it's educating people. You guys know that. But to be able to be like, oh, let's look at the rest of what's going on in your life. Yeah. That was a big take home for me.
I think that also speaks to our authenticity in engaging with other people. We're not just about selling products to them that do magic to this and this area of life, but we're really interested in their whole life.
Exactly.
And we're wanting just to try to find support for them to really make their whole life better.
Yeah, totally.
So that's just kind of exactly what you were saying.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I love the scripts. Because I was really bad at follow-up, and I'm, working on that and getting better, but I was always like, hey, how you feeling? Which is totally the wrong thing to ask. So I love what are you loving about your products and the excitement, because that's palpable.
Follow-up is actually my favorite. I'm kind of a chatty Cathy, and I like talking with people and finding out how they're doing and what they're doing and how's the schedule going and everything. And that's really my favorite part. But I like what you were saying, what Brooke was talking about, and saying, don't say how's it going. Like, be specific in the sense of like, how's your routine going? Tell me what your favorite thing is about the pink drink. And that helps also my follow-up, because I love to almost kind of, maybe I do follow up too much even. Sometimes I almost feel like I need to trail back and be like, okay, they're big girls now. They know how to drink a drink.
Yeah,
but I like how directional it's been. And I also like how, this goes back to what we were talking about and making that commitment of 3 to 6 months. I loved being completely honest with them in the very beginning, saying, okay, are you good with me being your accountability? Are we good with me helping you stay on top of what you want for your goals? Because as long as we have that communication, then she won't be bugged with me going, okay, remember what you said. So I kind of like that directional way in the very beginning, saying, okay, can I push you? Can I remind you?
That's good.
Yeah, you muted yourself, Megan.
I did, because it was breaking up a little bit. I thought maybe that was no, don't be sorry. But yes, no, I totally agree with that, because one of my my go-tos for follow-up were, how you feeling? How's your poop? And what's your regimen? So I like being able to be like, what are you excited about? And I liked I wrote notes, I told you, asking specifically about sleep, diet, stress levels, all of those things, digestions, cravings, all of those things. Like, that's specific. That's a question that they can answer that engages their brain and gets conversation going.
And
one of the things I also loved when she was talking about, you know, how's your routine going? How she said to ask them, what specifically are you taking and when? You know, because in the beginning, we give them kind of an initial routine and say, start with this and add this, then do this, then do that. And as we check in, you know, people fall off the wagon and they forget to take this, or they take it all at the wrong time, or whatever. So to check in and say, what exactly are you taking and when? How much and when? You know, it'll help us to kind of go, oh, you know, you might want to make this little adjustment.
Right.
You know, so just asking them rather than telling what they need to be doing, asking them what they are doing. So that way, I think you get a more honest input about it.
Right. And then stopping and thinking, because we send them the chart, like you said, we tell them what to do. And then I check in with people and they're like, you know, day one, taking 2 ProBio 5. And I was talking to someone last night, and she's very educated, and she's great, but she said, I just jumped right into 4 ProBio 5. I was like, you must have felt like poop. And she was like, she knows all about Herxheimer. Am I saying that right? She was like, yeah, I was a little Herxy for a while, but I just wanted to get in it. And I was just like, all right. She's educated. She's a health professional, but I was just like, tell your people not to do that. Do what you did. So yeah, you never know what people, I mean, you think that they're going to follow directions and nobody does. Nobody does. So I suppose some people do. I'm a direction follower.
I am too.
That's why I like giving them visuals. You know, you're giving them a chart, giving them a visual, say, hang it up somewhere in front of your face, you know, so you know what to follow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Loree, I'm going to call you out. What's going on?
I'm just here listening. I got so far behind. I watched the second video once. I haven't sat down taken the notes. I missed the thing on Monday night. I had some with my church. And I'm in the San Diego thing too. And I decided I need to let that go because I'm doing the Gold Masterminds. I'm doing Preston Pugmire. And it's like, I'm starting to feel bogged down. And Preston keeps telling us, you know, let things go. You know, some things you've got to let go. And so I decided to stick with the Gold Masterminds. And so now maybe I can catch up.
Yeah, that's the core.
I know what you mean.
With core stuff is so good.
I dabbled myself. I put myself into every one of those groups as well. And sometimes you just look at the calendar going, my gosh, like, and you have homework and they give you homework, and I printed off this 50-page workbook of Mel Robbins, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you do it all? And it's overwhelming. And I am trying to figure out how to make sure that I do it all too. I might have to let one go too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I decided, is I had to let one go because I have homework from Preston, homework from Gold Masterminds, and homework from the San Diego thing, and it's like,
I came to the conclusion that Preston Pugmire, because even though I paid for the training, I can still always go back to it. Is that which one you did? Yeah, right?
I did, and then I went on to the NLC, the Next Level Creators.
Okay.
And so that's homework every week too.
Well, and I think it's not only a matter of how much we're doing, it's a matter how much can we assimilate. You know, our brains can only handle so much, and when you're trying to learn and assimilate things that really are kind of on diverse levels, like Preston Pugmire is much more that deeper internal core type of change. You know, the Gold Masterminds are giving us tools and skills to build, you know, and if you are spread too thin, you're not going to do anything really effectively. So I agree. I find that with all the different messaging groups and those Zoom meetings, and you just get overwhelmed, and then you just kind of get to this fog state. At least I do. I get to this stage where I'm just in a big fog, and I can't isolate things out, you know, to really create benefit from them, you know, in whatever. Sorry.
That's what I was starting to feel, is I could feel me just everything closing in on me, and I'm thinking, feeling bogged down, and so then it was just easier to just ignore it. So I decided I'm gonna leave one of them and concentrate on that. So
Yep. You know yourself best. Yeah.
Okay, so we are almost out of time. Sorry I had to keep leaving. Amber, girls help me. She's terrible too. I don't know what's going on with her. She's peeing all over the floor after being potty trained for months. I don't know.
Oh.
Normal.
So, yeah.
Kids regress. It's normal.
Okay, good. I'm glad that it's going to be okay. But so what I did hear, very positive things. I think, Laurie, for you to really focus on what's most important for you and what you can handle is huge, because that will help you grow. And all of the things that we've taken from the Gold Masterminds, I think that the biggest thing is just to work at it, practice it, stay consistent, and we will have the confidence that we need to help the people we love, help people that really need this, and just stay positive. Just keep going, rest when you need it, but don't give up. So I'm excited that you girls came and tuned in with us and chatted. This was fun. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your week. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. But other than that, I think we are good to go.
Megan, glad you could be here too.
Yes.
I'll
We'll
get
see
the
you next week, right?
It's great to see you guys. I'm actually packing. I'll be offline for a couple, I don't know. I don't even know. I'll get back to Italy on Friday.
Oh,
I leave tomorrow morning, the time zone.
well, be careful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, ladies. Well,
Good night, ladies.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.